Where's the tomb of Genghis Khan? Do the modern Mongolians even want it to be found? As I was looking for images of him, I saw one title saying he was buried with 40 horses and 40 virgins. So, where is his tomb? Genghis Khan unified the Mongols and created an enormous empire that stretched from the Pacific Ocean to Ukraine by the time of his death in 1227, and his successors would go on to conquer even more territory. So, where is this charismatic leader buried? He's one of the many, handful of leaders that we don't even know where he's buried. One of them being, of course, Alexander the Great. Now, does Genghis Khan have a monumental tomb like the pyramids built for the ancient Egyptian pharaohs, or a mausoleum with terracotta warriors like the one built for China's first Qin Empire, Qin, Qin Emperor? The answer is that the location of Genghis Khan's tomb is unknown and unlikely to be found anytime soon. Moreover, some people in Mongolia might prefer that it is never found, as Genghis is regarded by some today with an almost religious reverence, according to what experts are saying. The tomb, where it may be, is very important to the people of Mongolia, with almost religious overtones. William Honeychurch, Associate Professor of Anthropology at Yale University, says he declined to speculate on where the tomb may be located. One possibility is that Genghis Khan was buried in Mongolia's eastern Kenti province, where he was born. And I think he says the tomb is in the mountains of Kenti province. This is what Nancy Steinhardt, Professor of East Asian Art at the University of Pennsylvania's Penn Museum, said. She says, I don't think it will be found anytime soon. And here's the map showing the reign of Genghis Khan, territory acquired by 1227, and under his heirs at its greatest extent in 1279, 50 years later. You can see that's almost 50% more. And it took half of Turkey as well. Now, contemporary sources are largely silent on where Genghis Khan's tomb is or what it looked like. There exists no historical or archaeological record describing the physical appearance of his tomb. A team of researchers wrote in a study published in 2014 in the journal PLOS ONE. The researchers used satellite imagery to search for the tomb, and the satellite survey identified a variety of archaeological remains, but not the tomb of Genghis Khan. Now, The Secret History of the Mongols, an anonymously written Mongolian record that dates to some time after Genghis Khan's death, makes no mention of his tomb. It only says that in the year 1227, he, quote, ascended to heaven, end quote. However, the text does not state that Genghis Khan felt strongly about Burkhan Khaldun, it does state that he felt about the sacred mountain of Kenti province. The text says that at one point in his early life, Genghis used the mountain's topography to escape from enemies who were pursuing him. The text quotes Genghis Khan as saying that every morning I will sacrifice to Burkhan Khaldun, every morning I will pray to it. The offspring of my offspring shall be mindful of this and do likewise. The affinity that Genghis Khan had for this mountain has led to questions of whether he was buried there, but so far no tomb has been found. When he died at the age of around 67, Genghis Khan and his army were campaigning against a group called the Tanguts in what is now northwestern China, and this may have made it difficult to return his body to Mongolia, wrote Frank McLean, a historian, in his book, Genghis Khan, the Man Who Conquered the World. Bodley Head, 2015 publication. He may have been around 311 miles or 500 kilometers from the modern-day Mongolian border. The Mongols at this time may not have had knowledge of embalming techniques and may have been forced to bury Genghis Khan elsewhere because they could not get his body to Mongolia before it decomposed. McLean wrote, it's possible that Genghis Khan's remains and tomb are located in the Ordos region of northwestern China, McLean wrote. Now, what about Marco Polo's claims? The Venetian explorer Marco Polo, who lived from 1254 to 1324 and spent around 17 years in China, said in the book The Travels of Marco Polo that 20,000 people who knew of the tomb's location were killed in an effort to keep its location secret. Polo's stories were recorded in a book by a writer named Rustichello da Pisa, and the book was published around 1300. While Polo's claims have been repeated in the stories about Genghis Khan, Polo was writing decades after Genghis Khan had died. Also, the accuracy of many of Polo's other claims, such as that Kublai Khan, the grandson of Genghis Khan, appointed Polo as an official, are debated by modern-day historians, so it's not known whether Polo's account of Genghis Khan's tomb is true. This is by Owen Jarris on Life Science. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Concerning the descendants of Kublai Khan, one of them was of the Uyghur of the Chinese area, but the Yuan dynasty in northern Yuan, following is the Yuan dynasty family tree. Genghis Khan founded the Mongol Empire in 1206. The empire became split beginning with the succession war of his grandsons, Kublai Khan and Arik Boke. Kublai Khan, after defeating his younger brother, founded the Yuan dynasty in China. So the Yuan dynasty of China was actually founded by Kublai Khan's descendants. The dynasty was overthrown by the Ming dynasty during the reign of Togun Temur, 1368, but it survived the Mongolian plateau, known as the Northern Yuan, and years of reign over the Northern Yuan up to 1388 are given in the brackets. Long before Kublai Khan announced the dynastic name Great Yuan in 1271, the Khagans, the Great Khans, the descendants of Genghis Khan, of the Mongol state, already started to use the Chinese title of Emperor Chinese, Pinyin, practically in the Chinese language since spring of 2006, in the first year of the reign of Genghis Khan. And Genghis Emperor, however, the Mongol Khagans, emperors, and regents before Kublai Khan were only declared Yuan emperors after the creation of the Yuan dynasty in 1271. And there we go. There they go. There we go. As you all know, I am a K-drama addict. I haven't seen any Chinese things, but yes, I am a K-drama. Here we go. And some of them have their portraits as well. And they even have the names Khan, as you can see. Okay, Khan as well. Another Yasun Temur Khan. Buyantu Khan, as you can see that. So there we go with their portraits. And this goes to 1388. The Ming Dynasty. And then you have Southern Ming Emperor, again, their portraits. Okay, 1457, 1519, 1572, 1620. And they're all sitting on their thrones, obviously. There we go. 1649. Okay, 1756. And 1850. And here we have even pictures. Yi Kung, 1889. Yixin, 1881, 1891. And another picture here, 1917, Yi Kuang. Okay, 1947 and 1967, Chuan Tong. And these two are missing. Who are these people? They're missing. I don't know why. So that's just the lineage of the emperors. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.